What's going on, everybody? It is me, Gabriella Diamante, and welcome to Gabbing with Gabby. Today, I have a very special guest, a very smart person, but very, very stupid.
Hello. So happy to
H-
be here.
How are you doing today?
Oh my god, I'm good. This took me way longer than it should have. So everybody be nice in the comments.
Well, yes, if y'all want to drag somebody, just drag me because I'm wearing boy brows. I didn't want to be bothered. Very
You know
lazy
what?
drag today.
You're still cute though. You're still cute. You're good.
Oh, thank you. I should have put this wig lower because my forehead looks humongous. But you know what? I'm gonna live in my truth. I have a big forehead.
This is you. This is the real you.
My final form.
Absolutely.
How are you enjoying the competition so far?
So far, so good. I really like it's making me kind of branch out and do
Mhm.
stuff that I normally wouldn't do. I don't perform like a lot, but when I do, I kind of fall into like, okay, this is what the people want. And also sometimes time restraints are definitely an issue. So I end up just putting on the same old makeup and acting a fool the same old ways. So this really makes me expand what I know I can do, but I haven't challenged myself to do.
Yes, I agree. I feel like, as drag artists, when we're on stage, we obviously want to do what we love to do, but at the same time, you have to make sure that you are performing for the crowd and are performing what the crowd wants from you. So it is
Mhm.
a weird balance to have. But same as you, I feel like with this competition had allowed me to expand on what I can do, challenge myself to do different things that I'm used to, specifically this week with the makeup
Right.
challenge. I
I know you were
am not
nervous.
that kind of girl. Shall we
Yeah,
get into these hoes and wreck them?
absolutely. I'm so ready. I'm so ready.
All right, so first up, what do you think about Dixie's look?
So Dixie, I believe she had the lightning theme,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Okay. And looking at what she presented, I like the detail. She had a
Mhm.
lot of those little lightning strikes. She did them all the way down to the chest too, and you can see it just
Yes.
before like the chest contour. I also do like the colors, that like dark kind of stormy blue. Um, the screenshot that I have specifically, the lashes aren't as blended in as they could be, but that's just the camera being homophobic.
Well, yes. So for me, I was actually on the phone with her when she was doing this look.
Mhm.
I can tell you that she did paint the lashes on the outside, but she did not paint them on the inside. So I think that that's what you're looking at. She's like, "Well, I don't care. I just try not to blink, and hopefully they don't see."
You know what? And that's so real. That's something I would do. I'd be like, let's just do this different angles."
Literally, because who's trying to do all of that?
Not
Um,
me.
I really do like what she did with the lightning. I agree with
Mhm.
that. I feel like the contacts really like brought the look together.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
only critique I would give this look, and I did say this to her during and even after submission, I wish she had kind of like a white wig, but like
Yes.
teased up to make it look like a cloud so that it looks like it's striking the lightning
Wait.
down.
Yeah, because she did a dark wig, which is still good because lightning is like white, so it's like a good contrast. But now that
Hmm.
you say that, that absolutely would have pulled it all together because she did like the white brows even. So white
Yes.
wig would have really, really worked.
Yeah, it really would have brought it together. I feel like Dixie definitely played it a little bit safe. And I feel like if somebody if somebody's trying to like gives you constructive criticism before you get judged by the judges, I feel like
Mhm.
that's like an indication of like, okay, you're seeing something that I'm not. Let me take that advice.
Right. Let me tweak something a little bit. Even if they don't agree with you fully, they can kind of meet at the halfway and still make some subtle improvements.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it is a competition, and yes, you want to present yourself and who you are as a drag artist, but at the same time, it is also about elevation. So if you don't elevate yourself or get out of that comfort zone, you're
Mhm.
not going to really evolve as much as you would like to.
That's right. That comfort zone is definitely one of the things. For me, a lot of what I've turned in so far was a little bit out of my comfort zone, and I think that's kind of like the best way to do it. Like, don't go so far you're like, "Oh, this isn't me." Like, you still want to present you, but
Yes.
definitely be like, "Okay, this is a little more extra than I would have normally done." Or this is a little just a little bit different than what I normally done. Like you definitely want to have that because like you said, it makes you kind of advance, sharpen your
Yes.
skills on these things.
100%. But yeah, overall, really decently good look.
Yes.
Not not bad at all for especially for Dixie at this point in the competition. She's still learning how to separate her two different personas between cosplay and drag. So I was really proud of her.
Yeah, this is a good in between. Very, very strong. I know I said like the lashes and stuff. I'm not trying to tear her down. I'm just saying
Mhm.
it was there.
Yeah.
But overall,
Well,
it's so good. She's
yes.
cute.
Yes. So next up, I do have right in front of me Etheria.
Yeah, okay. Got it. And she
Uh
had the air, right?
she
Air
had the
elemental?
air. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So
What do you think?
I really like that she went with clouds.
Hmm.
I think it would have been really, really easy for somebody to get the air and just kind of done like little swirlies on their face or whatever. Like
I
when I
would have
think
done
air,
that.
I think like one of those big old clouds like blowing the air. So those little swirlies and stuff, I think would have been very, very easy to do. And I'm really glad that she didn't go that route. The only thing I would say is I wish she had a little more going down because she kind of
Hmm.
cuts it off right at like the lip, and then all of up here is so busy.
Yeah.
I wish there was a little bit more. But what she does have on there, like the clouds, the eye, like crease being a cloud, is so cool.
Yes, I actually agree. I think I would not be I would not have created this concept for myself. I think
Mhm.
that her brain definitely was working that day because for me I would have done the little swirly lines.
Little swirlies, like just
um
a tinge of blue. I wish she did like a lot of
yes.
blue.
But this is actually really creative. I really do love it. Same as you, I feel like I wish it was something in the chest.
Mhm.
Or also like I wish he had some sort of like maybe like a white background or blue background, something that ties it
Blue would
all
have
in
been pretty.
together. I know it's a makeup challenge and I know I'm being picky, but Dantasia has said time and time again, presentation matters.
Right.
So that's kind of what I take into account with these type of challenges. But overall, this is a really good look.
No, and this is no offense to her, I just wasn't aware of her makeup game going
Hmm.
into this challenge, so she definitely surprised me.
Yeah. Yeah. Following week one, she woke up. She woke up.
She woke up. That's right. Week one was the two looks, and
Hmm.
both were good, but didn't like stand out to me.
Yeah, they were really safe.
Yeah, very
Hmm.
safe. So she took that to heart, and she came back swinging this week.
Literally. Next up, I do have here Izzy Blue.
Easy, got it.
What do we think about this look?
So this is no shade to Izzy, but this is definitely a more bottom look to me. Now, I will say the way that she went about, because she had like the earth elemental, I do like that she thought outside of just like, oh, like trees and ground, she was like, oh,
Hmm.
I'm thinking like stone statue, or like when a statue's been sitting around a while, it can get like moss on it. Like the concept was really, really there. What I wish is that she had gone more glam with it
Hmm.
because she doesn't really have much going on the eyes. Um, doesn't look like a lash in sight. I wish it was that same concept but glammed up because it really, really would have, in my opinion, kind of swept everybody away if it were
Hmm.
just more finessed.
I agree 100%. I feel like the idea was the other, however, the execution wasn't.
Mhm.
I feel, and I said this to her before. I wish she had more definition because it all just looked like grayed out. and she has some sort
Mhm.
of dark contour like somewhere in her chest, but I wish, like you said, I wish it was more glam, like more contour in the cheeks to
Mhm.
feminize the face a little bit more, lashes. And if she was gonna do moss, I wish that there was more volume with the moss, because it just looks like pieces of pubic hair on her. um
Mhm.
and I feel like, she definitely, she could have really taken it there, but I feel like she played it way too safe.
Mhm.
And this is definitely bottom for me as well.
Yeah. No, like I said, just a little more. And also, I'm just thinking about it right now, looking at her because you mentioned like the dark like splotch. I wish
Hmm.
she'd done like cracks or something. She's a statue. She's been there so long. She's breaking down. Like cracks and stuff would have been really cool.
Right. But instead, the placement was the only thing that was cracking with this look.
Ooh,
Next up, we have Meals Diva.
new. Ooh, my thing's being slow. Hold on. Okay, Miss Meals. I've got her.
Yes. What do we think?
Okay, so she had a very unique one, right? It was like space
Like spirit,
spirit.
space, yeah.
Yeah. Not what I would think for elemental by any means, but I do like that they threw her a kind of a curveball there.
Hmm.
And I do like her approach. She's got lots of glitter. You know what I really love? The fact that the accessories, like her earrings, and she's got like this headpiece on. I love that
Yes.
those all match.
Hmm.
Like it really is in the details with this sort of thing.
Yes.
Um, the makeup itself, I do like. I wish if I were to change anything myself, I would have done something different with the hair. If she
Hmm.
did like the slick back and she put a little bit of the paint in the hair, I think it would have been really cool to just have like a wig. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it would have been blue, if that would have been too much blue, or like a yellow to kind of match the gold. I'm not really sure what would have worked best. But yeah, I would have added like a proper wig is my only thing.
Yeah. Um, Now that I'm looking at it, I kind of agree actually.
Mhm.
I wasn't paying attention too much to the hair because I was so focused on the makeup, but I actually agree.
It
It
is a makeup
makes
challenge, so I get that. I'm just being a little
yeah.
nitpicky, and like if I were to change something, it would be
Mhm.
that.
No, I actually agree with you. Like I'm looking at it now and like I actually do agree with you. I wish there was more volume to it because, even when you do a slick back, you kind of want a little bit of volume there so you don't look
Mhm.
bald. Because it just looks like just nothing and then just a random ponytail
Yeah,
happening. Um,
that's what
you
she's
know,
giving. Just you see it on the shoulder a little bit, like you don't see it anywhere else because it's so slick back, and she painted on it, and then all of a
right.
sudden goes pony.
Or if she wants to do the ponytail, I wish she would have done it like a little bit higher so you can actually see it coming out of her head or something.
Yeah.
But hair aside, I will say I like the makeup. I just wish, kind of the same thing as Izzy. I wish there was more contour.
Mhm.
She showed me that like, because I gave her this critique behind the scenes, and she said there was contour and she showed me, but it was like barely there. Like she should
Mhm.
have done like the deepest, darkest blue, almost black, to
Right.
really, really get the contour going because she contoured it with like that same blue that she has in her lips. And I feel like those two colors are almost like very similar. So it's not gonna give you the depth that you're looking for.
I see that in the
Um,
cheeks. I can see that she did a little bit of contour like on the eye,
yeah.
and I feel like that pops out a little bit more because she didn't do like brows or anything. But
Hmm.
yeah, the cheek, it really just kind of disappears.
It definitely disappeared. It made her face look round with
Mhm.
no shape. And also, I like that she took the makeup down to her chest, but in the presentation of the video, you can still see some of the skin tone around.
Yeah.
And that kind of takes me out of the illusion. And again, I wish she had like a background or something, a black background or something, just to like bring me into that world.
That really would have done it because yeah, you could tell that she was trying to really keep it here up and like not get the stuff around her. But she still did, unfortunately. And
Hmm.
again, I know it's makeup. Okay, some people are gonna be like, you guys are being too harsh, and like maybe we are, but I definitely think that would have made it pop more too.
Yeah. But also, let me remind the world, this is a competition. So if she was
Hmm.
performing looking like this out in the world with an outfit or something, I wouldn't care. But because it is a competition, we have to get nitpicky.
Right. We're looking at all the finer things,
All the
slightly
details and
wonky lash,
everything.
we're gonna say it.
Hmm. And then next up, we do have yourself. Can you talk about this
Ooh.
look?
Okay, yes. So I was given the theme of water, which definitely influenced my backdrop and my outfit today. I wanted to be very reminiscent. I was not going to recreate that makeup though. I'm so sorry. That was a a lot of work. So the way that I went about it is when I saw that I had water, my brain went to fruit. I think it's pronounced like fruitiger or something. Um, I'm definitely butchering that, but it's that very like early 2000s like desktop, like the lamp that you had that had this background and the fish that like spun, and it was just like a flat sheet of fish, but it would make it look like they're swimming. That's kind of the stuff that I had in my mind. I didn't go to like just the ocean or a lake or crystal light water. I don't know. My brain just kind of went to that. And not only is there the aquatic side of that, but there is kind of an earthy, like, so there's green colors in a lot, like, if you just look that up on like Pinterest, a lot of it is very like green or shimmery. So you'll see that I have a little bit of green mixed in throughout. And that was part of the reasoning for that. And then, of course, all the little fish. Because, like I said, I was thinking of that little aquatic thing, the old soaps with the fish on them. So I
Hmm.
definitely wanted to make sure that the fish were in there, but I didn't want to just like slap a sticker of a fish on, or I even have fish earrings, which I think I showed in my presentation, but it's probably not that visible in the photos.
I can see
I
it.
did.
I can see it.
Okay, good. I
Hmm.
didn't want to just do something like that and be like, okay, fish are there. Like I really wanted it to be there. So I did those with the makeup. It's a mix of like paint, white eyeliner, eyeshadow, a lot of detail in those little fish.
I love it. Honestly, I really love it. I did say this to you the other day. The only one thing I think that had you done this, I think you would have been number one for sure.
Hmm.
Had you wore like a full covering bodysuit, like in blue or something,
Yeah.
that's the literally the only one stupid, no pun intended, thing that I would have added. Just like a little like bodysuit just to cover the whole body,
Yes.
because your blue stops at the neck, and I know that you had the detail, you had the little necklace, and you know the outfit to try to tie them
Hmm.
together, but I wish that if you would have put like a bodysuit, like a blue bodysuit, just to cover your whole body, and that background you have today,
Yes.
that ate down. Honestly, that's the one little nitpicky thing that I would say, but
Hmm.
overall, I think like if I'm simply just judging makeup,
Yes.
I think yours was the best.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Those lashes, I'm wearing like blue lashes. I had to buy white ones and I like painted those myself.
Hmm.
It's hard to tell, but even my nails have like the little fish on them, the same kind that I painted on my face because I did want it to be cohesive. I also did little drops of hot glue and like painted over those with metallic to look kind of like wet. I don't know how well that came across, but that's on there as well. But I 100% agree.
Oh.
So this photo that I have that blue background. Don't mind my ring
Hmm.
light. I have the same background, and I definitely wish I had filmed in front of that because I agree that it definitely like just makes it feel more whole, brings it
Hmm.
more together. I can't remember my video, but I think I filmed on like a very, very light background, like light blue, that honestly doesn't even look blue. So if I were to change, absolutely, I would bring it down on the neck more and then wear something. Honestly, even like this, I think would have been really cool if
Yes,
I just painted like
yes.
my shoulders and stuff.
Hmm.
Um, I had this dress and I was like, I just need something blue. I forgot this was in my closet entirely. I grabbed the only other blue thing I own. And it's also like blue and sparkly, which I thought was really cool and kind of matched.
Hmm.
I didn't realize it was like so low cut. If I'd realized that, if I'd planned ahead and like tried the dress on before actually putting on all the makeup, I would have been like, oh, that's not gonna work. But I'd already done all of my makeup and I went, okay, let me put this dress on. And then I realized and I was like, well, this is what I got.
Honestly, no. Like, that's me. Like, I'm like, you know what? This is what I'm submitting.
Hmm. Yeah, at that point, I was like, you know what? At least the makeup is good. That makeup took me so
Yes.
long. Trial and error for sure. I know I told you a little bit about this, but I tried to do like the fish the day before because I'd never
Mm,
done something like that. And I made them like this freaking log on my face, and I was like, that's not gonna work. That's gonna look ridiculous. So it was definitely trial and error. But I like how it came out. I absolutely agree with you though, and I could
mhm.
finesse some stuff, such as either completely covering the chest or having something that comes down on and covers my chest more. And then if I were to ever redo this look, definitely with this background.
Yeah, and honestly, it paid off. Like I said, your makeup alone was my favorite for sure.
Thank you.
And then last but not least, the creature of the season, Gabriella.
Oh my gosh, I know her. That's crazy.
um, what do you think? And you can be honest, you can rip me
Mhm,
apart.
mhm. I'm not gonna rip you apart, okay? I know what you mean when you say that. You do just want honesty, and I promise I'm not gonna glaze you too much. I do love this look though. You really thought about all those details you were talking to me about with like the background. You had this
Mhm.
big fiery red wig. I don't remember. Is it just a top you're wearing? What is the red that's the entire
It's
chest?
a red cat suit.
It's a red catsuit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? At least it's red because it really just like brings this all together. This feels so complete. And the makeup itself, I'm gonna be honest, when I very first looked, I didn't look with like the audio and like hear your explanation of like, oh, hell and fire and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was just like, why is this bitch a skeleton? What's that got to do with fire? Like at
Drag
first
me.
glance, I was kind of confused. But that's my own fault for being dumb. Once you explained it, I was like, oh, she's like a fire demon kind of. Uh,
Yes.
and I, like I said, I just love it. The little fire detail here, the eyebrows being like flames, so sick. My even in mine, my eyebrows were just eyebrows. Like I didn't think to turn those into something aquatic. They're just
Mhm.
eyebrows. So the fact that even that is like on theme, and then you have a little bit. One thing that you did is you did a lot of black around the eyes, but you did a glitter that has like
Mhm.
a color shift. It's kind of like a green, yellow, orange, and I think that was really beneficial as well. Because one thing with a smoky eye, especially since it's so smoky,
Mhm.
is it can kind of just turn into a black hole on your face. But you
Yes.
adding the glitter really made it like continue to stand out instead of doing that like sinking in.
Mhm. Any critiques? What could be better?
Mm, I guess maybe the contour on the forehead, it almost starts to turn kind of purple.
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm crazy to say that.
No, yes.
Okay.
Because that was my own critique that I was gonna give myself too.
Was it? Okay. That's really the
Mhm.
only thing that like doesn't quite fit in with the rest is that it
Mhm.
just I think you probably tried to do like a black or a gray and just because you had the red down already, it kind of like meshed. But yeah, it does give purple just a little tiny bit.
Mhm.
So if you were to clean that up, this is honestly like I could never.
Oh no, listen, I promised myself I would never do this again. This took me like 5 hours or
Oh my
something.
god.
Um, yeah, the contour I'm not a fan of at all. I wish, honestly, even in the cheeks, if you look at it, it just looks like a skinny dark line. I wish it was
Mhm.
thicker. I wish it was thicker and better blended.
Okay.
Also in the forehead as well. Like I wish it was it didn't look that harsh or like you said, like kind of purple.
Yeah.
I when I did my face, I didn't use foundation. I used, do you know like that brand what's his name? James Charles Painted.
Oh yeah.
So I got those like paints, the
The
colored
actual
ones.
little tubes.
Yeah, and then I that's what I used to paint my face with
Oh
because again, I don't do creative makeup and I don't know what foundations or what people use. So I'm like, I'm just gonna
yeah.
use paint. So I quite literally painted my face. And so when I did the contour, like I didn't have the powders or whatever to like really like get it there. So
Hmm.
I was fighting with paint,
Yeah, and those
basically.
are those are difficult. So I don't use that brand a lot, really. But I
Mm-hmm.
do have the white, which I use sometimes. It's
Yeah.
not what I'm using today. This is kimchi, not affiliated, not sponsored, but using kimchi one today. But I have used that one before, and I feel like that would be so like it would feel terrible to like have on your whole face.
Yeah,
So
like
the
I
fact
put
that you got
so
it to look even
much.
as blended and stuff as it is, that
Yeah.
that's a miracle.
The thing is, I put so much, my face was so dry. It
Hmm.
was
That's what
so
I'm saying.
dry.
Like that stuff is. I don't think that's meant for your whole face.
No, I don't. He promoted it as so I'm like, okay, let's go with it. Another critique I would give myself is I really do wish that the fire, specifically the eyebrows, looked
Hmm.
more like fire. Like, yes, it does look like fire, but there's no textures. Like, there's no
Right.
orange in there. You know how fire has like different tones. Like, I
Absolutely. When I
wish,
think fire, I think red, orange, yellow, like those
right,
three
and
colors.
I
And
feel
there,
like
you're
it,
right. There is
yeah.
no orange in those brows.
And I couldn't figure it out for the life of me and how to get that done. So
Hmm.
when I submitted this, I went with the mindset of well, I'm gonna be safe or whatever. I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
I'm also I'm my worst critic too. I don't like to give myself too much credit. And so when I did this, I was just like, it's cute, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, even before the challenge, because me and you, we've talked a lot, even outside of the comp.
Hmm.
You're real fun. Love you. And you were telling me, ooh, you were telling me about this one, and you're like, yeah, I have my face and I do my face, but I don't do anything but that. So you were a little nervous about it, kind of kicking yourself before you even started. So especially
Literally.
to see it turn out this good, I was excited. I think you did really good. I agree with the little critiques you gave yourself for sure. But overall, you tell me fire makeup, this is fire makeup.
Yeah.
You did it. You did the damn thing.
Whew.
So
And I don't want to do that ever
never
again.
again. You know, not me. I love to paint myself colors. I didn't do it today. I was trying to be quick. I was still not quick, but love to be different colors.
No, yeah, I really try to be quick. I'm like, I am not gluing down my eyebrows because once I'm done with this, I'm just washing this off, and I don't want to struggle with getting glue off my face.
And you know what? That's so valid. I actually have to go to the store after this. So I should have thought ahead like that. But here we are, covered brows and all. And then
Well,
I get
yes,
to
I
draw
mean,
echoes on.
it looks good. It looks great, so no complaints. At the end of judging, they
Mhm.
decide that they want to do a top three with you, Etheria, and I. Do you
Mhm.
agree?
I do. So Aetherius was really, like I said, out of the box
Hmm.
and well executed. A couple of them, such as Izzy's, were out of the box but not as well executed.
Hmm.
And of course, I really loved my makeup. Like I said, I do agree. I could have had more
Hmm.
here, you know. But other than that, like it was so detailed, and I definitely maybe I'm shooting my own horn a little too much here, but I like that I kind of thought outside of the box. You know,
Hmm.
some people would think water and they'd go all blue, you know, but I
Me.
had the orange tones in there. I had a little bit of the green. I had like the darker blue and such because I didn't just think, oh, water as it is. I thought of like water based like aesthetic things. So I do like that. And then your makeup was really good. I just told you that you did the damn thing. Like I think the top three definitely makes sense. I was a little surprised to be top three, only because when I was getting the critiques, I was like, oh, these are kind of all over the place.
Hmm.
And some of them thought that I didn't go blue enough. But again, my brain was like, just because it's water doesn't mean it has to be like everything has to be this color blue, you know? So I was kind of like, oh, I'm gonna be high safe because they did like the details. There was a lot of detail to my look, and they did like that, but it was still kind of rocky judging. So I didn't think I was going to be up there, but I'm really glad that I was because I do like my makeup and I think I'm kind of good at makeup just in general. So
Better than me, I will say that. So yeah, I also agree with the top three. And then they had us lip syncing to Dreamin'. Was that the name of the song?
was that this week?
Yeah, we had a
Okay.
three-way lip sync. Dreamin', dreamin' is free. Yeah, that song.
Yeah, the Pearl and
Um,
Trixie song. That's how I know
yes.
it.
And low key iconic, that one moment, and I will post a picture somewhere in here. That one moment when we all went different
We all hit
directions.
the
I live. That's like my favorite moment by far. So
yeah.
iconic. And then in the end they decide to do a double win between me and Etheria. Do you agree with the double win?
Absolutely. Y'all really brought it. That was so fun. It was a fun lip sync.
Yes, I definitely agree with the results of this week. I also want to do a public apology to whoever was offended by this outfit with that other wig. I honestly didn't I didn't think I was gonna be in the top or lip sync at all because we have to submit our lip syncs whether we're in the top or not. I submitted that lip sync thinking I wasn't going to be in the top. And then now that that lip sync aired with yeah, I'm so sorry. You had to see that.
I think the people will forgive you. I think. I don't know though. I also turned in some egregious lip syncs because yeah, we don't know. And I just kind of assume like, all right, safe again, let's go, like every week. And I'm also just I've talked to you about this before. I'm so slow when it comes to learning songs. I don't know if it's just because I'm that stupid or what it is, but I'd be struggling. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever they get is what they're gonna get. So when I saw that I was up there in the top three, I was like, nobody
Oh
look at that. Nobody.
yes. You're like everybody's gonna see this too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I feel like this is the week where like I kind of got like a little bit in my head about for sure.
Hmm.
And I need to learn to not do that and actually submit a lip sync that I mean um to put out to the world. So I mean, I don't think it was a bad lip sync. I just think the wig could have matched better with the outfit.
Right.
That's
No, it
my
wasn't. It
critique.
wasn't bad. Like I said, it was really fun. Y'all were really fun in that. But I get what you mean. Like it wasn't the best you could do.
Yeah, and I learned my lesson going forward.
Hmm.
But is there anything that you would like to say to the world?
Um, I hope everybody's enjoying the season. It's been like so I know I keep saying that it's been like really fun, but it has. There's been some twists and some dramas here and there too, but I'm just kind of in my own bubble, so it's been all fun for me. And yeah, that's it. I just hope everybody has as much fun as me. Just be really delusional and then go into this and you'll have so much fun.
Well, yes, I have not been delusional. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's why always getting
That's right.
attacked. But that's
No,
another story for another
you're thinking
day.
too much. You're a bit of a perfectionist. I am not. I'm just I'm just a dude. I'm just here. And whatever they get is what they're gonna get.
Well,
So
yes.
don't think
But
about it too hard. Don't think about it too hard. That's when it gets bad.
I I'm my biggest enemy. I stress myself for no reason, literally for no reason.
No
But
reason.
to everybody, Stupid's links will be down below. So please follow her, like her stuff, support her, send her some money if you like what you see, all of that good stuff. And yes, going on to my outro. Stupid doesn't know it yet, but she will find out right now. It is me, Gabby, the baddie, with the fatty.
That's right.
And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.